Greetings and welcome to another excellent daily chess problem. So what are we doing here? Very interesting. Could do that. Doesn't do anything there. So we're going to try and figure this out using my dad's rules to help us. Now the things that come to mind. Right off the bat, we have stuff like knight e3 check, because he has a problem. He can't really play bishop takes knight, because if he does that, rook to f8 wins the queen. So I win the queen for knight and rook, which is pretty good. I could play also straight up rook f8, and then we could hammer him again with knight e3 check. But he would play king to. The problem with knight e3 check for the king is he can't play king to e1 because knight takes c2 forks the rook. So the question is knight e3 check, king to g1. Good question. And then rook to f8, queen takes pawn. Okay. And then rook takes, king takes, check again. He's got some problems, but he's not destroyed. Rook f8. We need to have the right setup move. We see the combination revolves around knight going to e3. This is such a juicy move because it threatens to win the queen if he takes the knight, so he can't take it. And we're threatening to go here. So knight e3 check, king g1 is the best move. So if we do that, what are we doing? We could play, actually we have another move we could play technically, rook to c7. Look at his queen. Doesn't have very many moves. But let's just look at the brute force technique. Rook f8, attack the queen directly. Queen takes g7, rook takes bishop, check. What does that do? He's got knight takes, knight checks, king to g1, queen takes b2. I'm not convinced that this is winning. Rook to c7, attacking the queen. Then queen can only go to f3. Oh! And then look. So this is the thing. This is a queen trap problem. I looked at the king attacks, and they all have a hole in them. Knight e3 check, king g1 best move, exclamation. All right? So strong knight e3 is a strong move, but it does nothing. It's a strong looking move because he can't take it. But what if he doesn't take it? That's the key. What if he doesn't take it? He just goes king to g1 and you have nothing, because now your attacks against his queen mean nothing. Rook c7. Rook f8 failed because I can't gain anything by eventually sacrificing the exchange with rook takes bishop. We looked at this also. It was rook f8, queen takes g7, rook takes bishop. He simply got either king takes or knight takes. I think knight takes is winning for him because rook f8 and you have nothing. You can't even play rook f8 because his queen will take it. So the obvious question, quotation marks, obvious move fails. It was by playing look at this queen. This queen is, notice my queen is a fence queen. The meaning of fence is that it covers the sixth rank, which covers g6. If I play fence rook, I got a fence rook on d8, guarding the back rank. If I fence rook c7, fence. The seventh rank is gone. He cannot go. I take this too. If he goes here, takes my queen, rook takes queen. If he goes back, pawn would take queen, pawn would take queen, pawn would take queen. Queen to f3 is safe, except for knight to d2 check. So queen, rook c7 check. By looking at the attack moves and finding the correct defensive moves for your opponent, it thwarts them. It says that's no good, that's no good, that's no good. So we're peeling away the potential moves down to what's potential. Well, rook to d7 is stupid. It's queen takes free rook. So rook to c7, and he's got a problem. He's in Zugzwang. Everything he does is bad. We just got to find the move that messes him up. Like I said, we have the fence queen and the fence rook. When you look at them from that perspective, you really don't want to move these unnecessarily. But this move is the killer. And as you see now, it's just simple. It's a simple knight fork. So this is the thing. You've got to figure out, as my dad would say, assume your opponent plays the best possible move. You could go, I can play knight checks, and if he goes king to e1, I can fork him and win his rook. But that's not the best move. Actually, it might be the best move. It might be the best move to just lose that rook. It's terrible, but it might be the best move. Everything he does, he's in Zugzwang. Everything he does is bad. Just a matter of how bad is it. So it turns out rook c7 is the best of all possible moves because he can play queen takes rook, king takes, or queen takes queen, and he's still dead meat with only one minor piece for the queen. But whatever. So now we put the coup de Gracie on him. Kaboom. And knight takes free queen. Well, not free, but it cost us a $3 knight for a $9 queen. Okay, there you go. Whoops. 4 here, 5 here. So that's a $9 queen. So we win $6 with knight takes queen. Game over, son. Fantastic. So this goes back. The obvious quote-unquote moves were knight checks. Okay, and I was like, well, the knight check on e3 threatens this knight taking on c2. If I can get it with check, it'd be great. So, you try stuff mentally. And what happens is I used my chess eye. My chess eye spied knight e3 check. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Looks great to the chess eye. The chess brain says, wait a second there, buddy. Let me do some work here. And the secret of this problem, the lesson it teaches us, is you need to work through what's possible. Don't take it for granted that your chess eye sees the right move like Hikaru instantly. It turns out this is a very good move, but it's not as good as we thought it was. The killer move was finding out what's wrong here. Knight takes b2 is no good. Queen takes is no good. The obvious thing, attack the king. With his rooks in the corner, they're not helping his position. This is where his development is terrible. His queen is out on an island, which is in a horrible position. And we exploited that with rook to c7. So take your time. Be confident that you can find the move, but don't let your confidence be false. Find the move and your confidence is like King Kong, okay? So that's the key. Do your work. If you do your work, you're going to win games by the chess brain. The chess eye makes it sometimes faster to see, but chess brain beats chess eye every time. And that's one of my rules, not my father's. But again, it's a derivative of one of my father's rules. So he's crushed at this point. It's just game over. Queen takes rook is as good as you do, but he's got a bishop for a queen. That's no good. So the natural move is to escape with the queen, and then, knight fork, he resigned. It just is over, dude. Just resign. It's over. No, you're gonna let me take. Okay, I'll take it. As in the words of my father, Queen of Ghana. I mean, that's what makes it so fun. Is that I remember that when he did it to me many times. In the thousands of games that we played. The 70s was a crazy and turbulent era for chess for myself. I was a kid, and I turned 18 at the end of 1979. So, I spent the entire decade playing chess with my father, and it was monster. It was really fun. We played thousands of games, dude. And that's why when I was doing, chess problems and stuff, it was like, my dad said this, and my dad said this. It's like, oh my God, I'm sitting on this treasure trove of my dad's chess rules. That's really what it is. The treasure trove exists only on this planet, here in my head, recalling the things my father would say to me whenever he played a game and was beating the heck out of me. Now, when I was 13, that was 1975, we were even. And from that point, I grew and got even to my father at age 13, and then, kept going up and up and up and up and up, and distanced myself. And, by the time I was 16, I was beating my father more than he was beating me. But that was all part of the plan. I didn't know this. I'm just thinking, I'm getting my revenge, old man. Okay. But that's the plan, was to make me strong. And I had no idea. I was just, facing off the old man, getting victories back. And as a result, I became a much stronger player. And it was really fantastic. So that's today's problem, and a short story, about my father. So my father's rules, I'm telling you, they're just killer, dude. It helps me win so many games. I mean, it's really funny. I remember the first time I beat a chess master and the second time I beat a chess master. I can't remember the third time I beat a chess master. I've beaten maybe 30 different chess masters, maybe 40 in games. I can remember the highest rated player I ever beat. That guy was over 2,400. That guy was a really good player. Super nice guy, too. And on top of that, he was good looking. Like, oh, man, dude, this guy's a killer. He's a killer player. He's so nice. Everyone liked him. And he would just butcher you and make you feel good. I don't know how he did it. He was an awesome guy. My dad really liked him a lot. So when I beat him, my dad was really impressed. Well, I was impressed, too, because I caught him. He made a mistake, and I got it. So I can't tell you how many specific masters I've beaten. But without my father's rules, I would have beaten 0 masters. Okay? I would have beaten 0. So this is it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope this is helping you. Go do my other, watch my other videos. Look through those problems. These are going to help you immensely. Tell your friends. It'll help them too. So look forward to seeing you guys in another video. And as always, like and subscribe.